welcome to This Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled to have you here. Today, we're unpacking a high-income career guide, and it's specifically tailored for students and young professionals who are trying to navigate this rapidly shifting AI-driven workforce. So if you've been wondering how to secure your future in a world where technology is, well, changing absolutely everything, you are in exactly the right place. Okay, let's dive into this. 70%. Just let that sink in for a second. According to recent research, roughly 70% of job skills are going to change completely by the year 2030. That creates some massive immediate urgency. It literally means that what you're sitting in a classroom learning today might become entirely outdated tomorrow. We are living in a world where standing still, financially and professionally, means you're actively falling behind. To navigate a shift this massive, we need a roadmap. We'll start by looking at the 2030 workforce reality. Then, we'll cover high-income technical skills. Third, we'll explore the human advantage. Fourth, we'll compare coding versus emotional intelligence. And finally, we'll map out your future-proof strategy. Think of long-term career success like an aircraft. It requires a dual engine of technical mastery and human essence to truly fly. Section 1. The 2030 workforce reality. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're up against. Artificial intelligence, automation, global connectivity, they're reshaping careers at a pace we have quite literally never seen before. It's fundamentally changing how companies operate and, more importantly, how they hire. We are moving far away from that outdated mindset of simply asking, which degree should I choose, to a brand new 2030 reality, which skills will make me future-proof? The hiring trends today prove that companies are actively prioritizing practical, hands-on toolkits over traditional degrees. AI is replacing their repetitive jobs, sure, but new, high-paying careers are emerging every single year for those who are actually prepared. Section 2. High-income technical skills. This brings us to the very first engine of our career aircraft, the tech engine. These are the hard, quantifiable skills that are dominating global job demand. They act as the absolute bedrock for your long-term financial growth. You know, it's often said that data is the new oil of the digital economy. And honestly, it's a perfect metaphor. Just like oil powered the industrial age, data completely powers the digital age. Every single competitive company on the planet now makes its critical decisions based on data. Because of this, data professionals are in unbelievable demand across every industry globally. We're talking healthcare, finance, retail, you name it. And when we say high income, the market truly backs it up. An entry-level data analyst can easily expect a range of $60,000 to $90,000, while leveling up to a data scientist jumps that potential to between $100,000 and $160,000. Mastering foundational tools like SQL, Python, or data visualization software means the market is more than ready to reward you, and reward you handsomely. Alongside data, cybersecurity acts as our other critical technical pillar. As our technology grows and we put more of our lives and our businesses into the cloud, cyber threats increase exponentially. Businesses simply have to have protection from hackers. It is a globally critical priority. And just notice the compensation for protecting these assets. Entry-level roles command up to $100,000, and advanced roles soar past $120,000, going well over $200,000. Section 3. The human advantage. Okay, so we have our tech fired up, but an aircraft needs two engines to fly straight. This is our human engine. It is absolutely crucial to remember that while artificial intelligence can process millions of data points in a fraction of a second, it totally lacks a soul. AI lacks emotions. Humans don't. Leadership requires empathy. Teamwork depends on emotional intelligence, or EQ. In a world that is just rushing toward automation, human behavior and emotional intelligence are your ultimate differentiators. Machines can give you the data, sure, but it takes a human to look a struggling teammate in the eye and guide them through a project. Empathy is what prevents you from being automated. It really comes down to the somewhat harsh reality check. Your skills get you hired, but communication gets you promoted. Your hard technical abilities, your ability to code, your ability to analyze data, they will absolutely open the door for you. But they have a hard ceiling. If you lack the influence, the personal branding, and the interpersonal skills to lead, you are eventually going to get stuck. Section 4. Coding versus emotional intelligence. Let's move to and see how this builds. When we put these two engines side by side, we see exactly how they interact. Coding and software development provide cold universal logic. It's the backbone of tech that builds the product and makes the software function. On the flip side, emotional intelligence provides the warm nuance of empathy, human behavior, and self-awareness. You need the technical logic to build the system for sure, but you absolutely require the EQ to lead the team of developers, to understand what the human user actually wants, and to effectively communicate the value of what you've built. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it perfectly highlights where that gap is bridged: critical thinking and problem solving. Yes, machines can process data, but only humans can truly think. When you converge technical fluency with the ability to critically analyze a distinctly human problem, your value skyrockets. That is exactly why this combination drives salaries upwards of $120,000. It's incredibly rare to find someone who can speak to computers and speak to humans with equal fluency. Section 5. Your future-proof strategy. So how do we make this a reality for you? If all of this is feeling a bit overwhelming right now, take a breath, because the timeline is actually highly achievable. To reach a basic level in a new high-income skill, that takes just 3 to 6 months. Achieving an advanced level takes maybe 1 to 2 years. And your broader career lifespan, well, that's simply about continuous learning and upskilling. The absolute best part is that you can start right now entirely for free. Platforms like YouTube, Coursera, and Free Code Camp are sitting right there at your fingertips waiting to be used. Here is your exact blueprint for getting started and cultivating both engines simultaneously. First, learn basic technical tools like Python, Advanced Excel, or AWS Cloud Computing. Next, you've got to move beyond theory and build practical projects for a portfolio. Employers want to see that you can actually do the work. And simultaneously, practice active listening and self-awareness. Remember, even a basic grasp of technology, when paired with sky-high emotional intelligence, gives you a massive competitive advantage over someone who only knows how to code. So, the crucial point is this: don't chase jobs. Chase skills that create jobs. We are moving into a future where having a degree is becoming optional, but having high-level adaptable skills is absolutely mandatory. The smartest students and professionals aren't the ones who just study the most. They are the ones who learn the right skills at the right time. I want to leave you with this final provocative question. Will you upgrade or will you get left behind? The 2030 workforce isn't about working harder. It is entirely about working smarter. Your dual engine, your technical capabilities and your human empathy, is sitting there, ready to be built. The choice is completely yours. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to start learning.